Hello there everybody. Let's now see how we can create MCQ questions in MSForms. So for that you have to first go to your browser, type in MSForms, and then it will ask you to sign in. So you have to use your organizational ID to sign into MSForms. So once you have signed into MSForms, you click on New Quiz, and then you enter the name of this quiz, and let us say the name of this quiz is 27th October MCQ test, and automatically you can see that this is saving this form within the MSForms directory itself, so I don't have to do any save. Second is, when I click on add new, I have options to add a multiple choice, a text, or whatever it is. In this case I click on text because I want to note the roll number. So I say add, or say enter roll number. So once I have done that, I make this as a required field, which means that this question is required. I add a new question to it. Again here I click on add new. Again I say enter your name. And now this is again a required field. So the good thing out here is that as you keep on adding questions, the parameters of the first question also gets copied. Since for the first question I said add required, here also immediately for the next question it has taken the same assumptions. So the first question is roll number, second is add number. Now let me create my MCQs. I click on add MCQ, right? That's what I did, the first one. And then I go to my Word document where I have stored my MCQs. I copy this question, I say Control C, then I go to my MCQ format, Control V, the question is copied. Similarly, I go down to my Word document, I copy my options out here, all the options I've copied, and I go to my MSForms and paste the options. Lovely. So it has pasted all those options. There's an option 2. I don't want that. I delete it. And here I have to say which is the correct answer. I say this is the correct answer. Once I have selected the correct answer, I give a point to it as 1. And then I go to these 3 dots out here and then say shuffle options. So that's how I create MCQs. So you copy the question, copy the options, right? Don't have any bullets for the options A, B, C, D, E, just copy it as it is. It copies all the options. Fine and good. Now I remove this add required questions, not required. I go to add new again in multiple choice questions. If you see, it has automatically copied the point 1 from the question 1, and it has automatically assumed that shuffle option also will be applied here. So that's a good advantage when I'm using MSForms. When I click on preview, it shows me the preview how the question is going to appear. I'm okay with this. I go back and now I'll show you some basic settings in MSForms. You go to these 3 dots out here, which is more form settings. You click on this and click on settings. You will see that a lot of setting appears out here. Let's go one by one. The first thing is I will uncheck this because I don't want to show the results automatically. Second, I always select only people in my organization. Why? Because the student should use the organization ID given to them to access these forms. And to access MSForms, students already I think have been given an Microsoft ID, which is student's name @svkm on microsoft.com, something like that. So with that ID, all the students can access this form because only people in my organization can access that, is mentioned out here. So by using this feature, I can ensure that the students should have the ID to access this. Second, I have these options here, which is accept response, start date and end date. So when I choose start date and end date, and I say give a start date to it, end date, and there's a time parameter as well. So that is what is interesting in MSForms, right, which was not there in Google Forms. But MSForm is a paid version for us. So we have start date and end date. So I can click on uncheck this box accept responses when I'm doing manual, but in this case I have automated this by using a start date and an end date. Plus I have this option which says shuffle questions. I will use this. I will click on shuffle questions. Now if you have 25 questions and you want some questions to appear in a particular order, for example roll number and name, I don't want roll number and name to be shuffled, so that's where I'll say lock questions. So I want to lock questions 1 and 2. 1 to 2 questions should be locked, which means that this question should not be shuffled. All the other questions will be shuffled, but not enter roll number and enter name. So that is what is called as the lock questions options. Now once I have done this, I can rest assured that it is getting saved. So all these settings are done. There's no other settings which I need to do out here. Now I want to share the link. So I click on share, and this is the link which I copy and I paste it in any other platform. If I'm conducting via Zoom, I copy this link and paste it in the link so that student can access. They have to enter their organizational ID and they can access this form. There's a start date, there's a time, and there's an end date, and there's a time. It works peacefully. Also, in some cases, if there are other faculties who are also coordinating, let's say a marketing management class is being taught by 3 faculties, and each faculty has three divisions, and he wants to use this link for his division so that he can see the responses for his 3 divisions alone. In that case, I suggest you should use this share to collaborate. So in this case, share to collaborate means with whom I can give them edit rights for this form so that they can paste their link of this form in their classrooms. So in that case, I have to click on share collaborate and say specific people in my organization who will collaborate with me for this marketing management paper. So I enter their name here, who is the professor who is going to collaborate. Let's say Yashodhan. And since this is within the organization, you can see the email ID pops up. That's good for me. So Yashodhan has become a person who can access this form and edit this form. So when Mr. Yashodhan opens this link, then he will have to click on copy and paste that link in his classroom. So by this, Yashodhan can see the responses of his students. I, as the main question paper setter, can also see the responses. Then I see if all the responses have happened. Then I can go and download the answers from Open Excel. That's all is MSForms all about, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me see how can I use this MSForms in MS Teams. So I close this forms out here. The form is being saved. All this is fine. It all worked very well for me. Now I close this page. I close everything and I open up my MS Teams. In MS Teams, I go to my teams in my classroom, and here's where I'm going to paste the MSForms as an assignment. So I click on create. I click on quiz. And if you see the quiz which I created right now in the MSForms is already appearing in my MS Teams. So I paste this quiz and click next. So if you are using MS Teams to conduct your classrooms, which you have been doing till now, you can use the same classroom to post your MSForm here. In case you are not conducting classes in MS Teams, then you can paste that link in Zoom or whatever the other platforms. Both works. Whereas in this case, since I'm using an MS Team is structured, and there's an assignment tab, there are grades tabs, it's easy for me to monitor. I go and paste this link. The link is already being pasted. So I don't have to worry anything. All I have to do is do my setups. Due date and due time is already mentioned in that forms. So there's a start date and end date exactly at that time of 27th, 11:30, when the link will automatically start. And exactly after 20 minutes, the link will close. So scheduled date and time, start date and end date is a feature in MSForms which can be used. And also people in the organization can only access this. So you can't use a Gmail to access MSForms. You can't use your personal Outlook to access MSForms. So that's one advantage of MSForms. But yes, as I said that The code feature which I used in Google Forms will not work here, but I don't need that feature because I have a scheduled time, date feature available in MSForms. So this is how you create MCQs using MSForms. Earlier we saw how you create MCQs using Google Forms. So it is up to you to choose any of these two forms to conduct your MCQs. In case you have any queries, you can feel free to get in touch with me. My mobile number is 96198928885. My email ID is ramanan.balakrishnan@nmims.edu. I am available at an extension which is 114857. It is 114857, or I think it is 124857, whatever it is. Of course, our exam department, right, can be approached for any queries, and I'm always there 24/7 for any help. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.